How y'all doing? So, decided to do another video. It's just gonna be another random thoughts video. You know, just for the hell of it. But, you know, I won't even schedule this one to drop. Well, I might. Or I might just drop it today, just for the hell of it. But, you know how so let's try to think where I want to start. Well, let's say, you know how some things that, you know, happened long ago, and, you know, you can't seem to get them out of your head. You know, it sucks, especially when you can't do nothing about it. But something that happened like more than 20 years ago. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. But, so I mean, anybody that knows me, you know, I try to get along with everybody. I don't bother anybody. I do my own thing, you know. But some people just don't like that, I guess. I know I'm different than everybody else, and I don't try to be like everybody else either. So. But you know, it is what it is, I guess. Basically, just been thinking about, you know, certain things, and you know, what might have been if things gone differently back then. Yes, I'm talking about certain someone. Sometimes, no matter how you try to shake a feeling, it's always there, especially, you know, when you get out of another bad relationship, or you freaking have somebody that constantly plays with you and telling you what you wanted to hear, and then when the opportunity arises, they rip your heart out again. Well, that gets you thinking, and then it has you going over things, and it has you talking about things that, I mean, not really talking about things, because I don't really open up to anybody, really. I mean, there's maybe one or two people that I would completely open up to, and that's why nobody knows the real me, because I frickin', you know, figuratively, I slam the door in their face, essentially. I don't let anybody know the true me. So, people may say they know me, the people may think they know, but it's like, I assure you, you don't. You don't know what I think about. You don't know what's inside my head. You don't know. You sure as hell don't know what's inside my heart. So, I think I'm gonna do some modifying on this truck. A little off subject, but there you go. That looks better. You know, because you can't trust a lot of people, why would I let a lot of people in? If you think about it. I'm not one that's very open. I've always had somewhat of a shyness to me. You know, I've tried to get through that, but I mean, I'm better than I used to be, but you know, still, I mean, still you're not sure who you can really trust, so you got to be still careful what you say. A lot of people these days. But like I said, just been thinking about certain things, and going over things that sort of mistakes that I made in the past. Wouldn't say it was all me, because it wasn't. But also, that particular person does not know what was said about her apparently either. But it wasn't me that said it. It was to put it lightly, it was the school that said that she was like that. So, but that was, like I said, it was a long time ago. So, but it's like, it's just what makes you think about those things is that when you're kind of involved with somebody else, and then that person just plays games, and then you start going over things, and then you essentially go back, or at least I do. I mean, a lot of people probably do. But sometimes that's just the way it is. I mean, you can't predict how you're gonna feel. I mean, they say time heals all wounds, and that's just a load of bullshit, because no matter how much time goes by, your feelings aren't going to change. It's like, if you care for somebody, your feeling's not going to go away. You may try to shake it, you may try to push it away as much as you frickin' possibly can. Hell, you may even pay some idiot shrink to try to get that person out of your head, but at the end of the day, it's not going to happen. So I don't buy into that psychobabble bullshit anyways, paying somebody like $500 an hour just to fucking tell you a bunch of freaking bullshit. Seriously, anybody that fucking pays for that shit's a moron. I assure you, it's not gonna make you feel any better, especially when you get that bill. But it is what it is. That's why so many people identify with Hank's music. It's because the man lived it. I mean, he said that nighttime was the loneliest part of the day. He's not wrong. It is. Hank knew better than anyone that even in a crowded room, you can still feel alone. But, that's just the way it is. Some people that's how they live. And I'm more like Hank in that regard than a lot of people realize. I think that's why I like his music so much, is because, his songs are how we've all felt. I mean, somebody said in the Hank Williams documentary, it just took, it's basically life, how you feel in life. It just took a Hank Williams to record them from eternity. And that's true. When you look at the amount of artists that have covered his material, it's damn impressive. I mean, I've never seen any artist of any genre songs covered the way his are. I mean, not Elvis, not the Stones, not even the Beatles have that. It's like it, just about every artist you can think of. They did a few tribute songs, or they did a whole album, and it's not just country. I mean, example of this is George Thorogood. He's like known for like heavy metal, freaking hard rock. He did Bad to the Bone, but his first radio hit was a cover of Hank's "Moving On Over," which, interestingly enough, was Hank's first. It was his first hit too in 1947. So that's a pretty interesting fact, ain't it? You know, that's why a lot of people, not just me, identify with his music. I mean, I got, you know, friends, you know, like my friend Marty likes his music. I don't know what his favorite song is, but I know my buddy Stan, aka DMC Jedi Man, on here. His two favorite songs by Hank are "Lost Highway" and "Howlin' at the Moon." So, you know, but like I said, just been going over things lately. I mean, you know, it's just the way life is, I guess. I mean, you know, some people, it's not just that, but it's like some of the people that I am around that I thought were friends, and now I'm starting to fucking wonder. Some of them act like they don't want me around. So, but you know, I'm used to that though. I'm used to that. But you know, it's the way life is, I guess. Another thing, you know, people have been complaining about lately is it's like I don't freaking vote because I don't fucking, you know, want to get involved in that shit, and I get tired of people coming to my freaking door trying to get me to register to vote so I can vote for them, which quite frankly doesn't make any sense. Honestly, that's a turn off. But it's like bitching about like the Tesla cars. It's like, well, Tesla cars are electric cars. Our electric cars are garbage. I think we've established that. I told people that freaking from the get-go, those cars were junk. Well, you know, people are learning that the hard way. But yeah, just like people are also believing what they hear on the news and taking it as fact. It's like, just because the freaking news reports something does not necessarily mean it's always accurate. That's why I don't watch the damn news, because it's a freaking waste of time. The only freaking news I freaking check is the weather. And that's because I've always been into the freaking weather. That's why I studied storms and tornadoes for years, since I was like 10 or 11 years old. So that's why I freaking, check the weather, because that's something I'm interested in. But as far as like freaking the news goes, unless it's freaking something I care about, like, recently we lost Michelle Trachtenberg, from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and things like that. She also played, I think it was, who did she play? Well, she played on Sleepy Hollow. I forgot what the character was. I want to see Betsy Ross, but I think that was Nikki Reed who played Betsy Ross. She played another historical character. I just can't remember which one it was. But it was in season 2. But, Abigail Adams, I believe. I think that's what it was. I don't know. Like I said, I forget. But, I have the whole series anyway. But, that affected me. But as far as, just on the news or whatever, something freaking stupid, it's like, this person said this. It's like, who cares? How is that news? It's like, so I don't watch the freaking news, because it's just a load of bullshit. I don't need to freaking hear that. But this video is not going to be as long as the last Random Thoughts video, but another thing I'll say is that arguing with some of these new sports fans on freaking social media has gotten hilarious because they don't really know anything. You know, people who think LeBron James is the greatest of all time, it's like, no, he's a stat stuffer. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, and he did it in less time than LeBron James. LeBron James just doesn't know when to quit. But, you know, and then freaking baseball. Man, these freaking these new baseball fans are fucking stupid. It's like, they want Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, but, you know, he took a lot of steroids. You know, I guess he never supposedly tested positive or whatever the hell it was, but he blew up like a balloon. If you look at, you know, the way he looked in Pittsburgh and you looked at him after that, you know, it's pretty obvious. Now, they want to use David Ortiz got in. Well, David Ortiz was accused of taking steroids, yes. But he asked several times what he supposedly tested positive for. And he was never given an answer. So I think if they had something on him, if they knew it was a freaking HGH or whatever the hell it was, then they would have said that. But it was a New York newspaper that broke the story in the first place. So there's your answer. They can't be unbiased. So they freaking people freaking, you know, say that he freaking did it, and it's like, oh, the way he look the way he freaking, yeah, okay, valid point. He wasn't that big in freaking Minnesota, but people did not see him very much in Minnesota because nobody pays attention to the Twins. Okay, he wasn't a full-time batter in Minnesota for the most part, for most of his career. He didn't start getting at bats until he was traded, until he signed with Boston, and then it wasn't right off. They had to, in May of 2003, they traded Shea Hildebrand, which opened up, you know, so he could hit more and play every day. Same with Kevin Millar, guys like Kevin Millar. If you watch that Cowboy Up, the wild ride of the 2003 Red Sox DVD, you'll see what I'm talking about. But he wasn't a full-time batter until he became to Boston. That's why he turned into a good freaking hitter, is because, one, that freaking, you know, he's a lefty in that freaking short porch in right field. And, you know, freaking the pesky pole, you know how to freaking wrap a ball around that? It's not that hard. You know, so, I mean, I don't freaking get why they keep freaking saying, oh, he took steroids. It's like, no, he didn't. And then they bring up that cheating shit. It's like, okay, you know, we all know Houston cheated. They probably are still cheating. But, you know, say that Boston cheated in 2018. It's like, the only thing that they supposedly did was they screwed around, the video camera guy screwed around with the video camera. Okay, that's not going to win you ball games, okay? You know, all teams will watch footage, like pitchers will watch footage of a batter to see how to get him out. The batters will watch footage of a certain pitcher to see what they're going to throw and when. So it's like, if you're worried about video footage, you know, and you're saying that's a form of cheating, then don't allow that. Don't allow the team players to watch footage, you know, of the batters and hitters to see what they're going to throw or what they're going to hit. Because it's the same thing. You can twist it around any way you want. But that's not cheating. It's just, you know, fans that got jealous because the Red Sox had a good year that year. They won the World Series. And they had a freaking, like, a do not lose attitude. I mean, they're freaking... Nobody was beating them that year. But, you know, it's just things like that, you know. Just listen to the stupid people. I mean, these stupid new wrestling fans, they're really stupid. That's why I was thinking about bringing back my WrestleZone TV show, or show, well, it's TV screen, whatever. my WrestleZone show that I had on here, because John Cena recently turned heel. First time since 03 he's been a heel. Which, if you don't follow wrestling, the heels are the bad guys and the baby faces are the good guys. So, it's like, yeah, it was a little late in his career. I mean, he was supposed to do it in 2012, but, you know, Vince, being the person that he is, backpedaled on it. Got cold feet, so Triple H was the one that actually did it. So, I thought it was pretty cool, though. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't expect it. I was watching the Elimination Chamber. But John Cena's a heel now, so I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, people are complaining about it, but it's like, and you can. This is how you can tell these younger fans. Okay, heels are supposed to get heat. You're not supposed to like the things that they do. So when you complain about them online, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? Heels are supposed to, you know, they're supposed to be freaking hated. When somebody turns heel, they're not supposed to be liked. But, you know, that's the way it is. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. This might have some hiccups in it. Like I said, this program I've been using is not the best in the world. Like I said, it's what I got for now. I'm going to try to do something better in the near future. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see y'all next time.